Next on our showcase is someone who wasn't born into this family, but has put in the time and more than earned her spot. She's always happy to leave haters in the rear view, and when she enters the room, you will undoubtedly feel the glow. Of course, I'm talking about Naomi, who many of you may know has reigned as Jimmy Uso's wife and queen for over 10 years. There's the old saying that behind every good man is an even better woman, and this could not ring more true than Naomi, who I will say is an absolute treasure. Jimmy will frequently speak during old Bloodline planning sessions about how much her support and love drove him to improve as a superstar, always stressing her importance not only to the WWE Women's Division, but to his career and his life as well. In the ring, there is no denying Naomi's skills. The former women's tag team and two-time SmackDown Women's Champion has the mental tenacity to push through the toughest part of any match and possesses breathtaking physical skills. Naomi uses her dancing background to constantly innovate with her offense, resulting in some of the most beautiful moves you will ever see, unless you're on the receiving end of them. Naomi is an inspiration to so many of our younger members of the WWE Universe, showing a new generation that anything is possible if you just put in the work and never stop believing in yourself. Naomi has battled against the very best in the women's division, taking on foes like Charlotte Flair, Bayley, Shayna Baszler, and Io Sky.
My favorite moment of Naomi was when she won the title in her hometown, Orlando, at WrestleMania.
To compete against that caliber and maintain the level of success that Naomi has for her entire WWE career is something worth, shall I dare say, acknowledging. Naomi has even teamed with fellow family member Tamina through the years, proving the family you choose can often be the most important. And in true Uso fashion, Naomi shows an unrelenting desire to win, to achieve greatness, and to dominate her opposition. Many mistake her smile as a sign of kindness, but they quickly realize their mistake as Naomi unleashes a flurry of kicks, flies at them with moonsaults from all angles, and then ties them up in knots. Naomi is having fun, but Naomi is never playing. And now, we take you back to the 2020 edition of Super Showdown, which saw Naomi challenge Bayley for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Unfortunately, a ridiculously lax referee decided it was just fine for Bayley to basically do whatever the hell she wanted.
Bayley, oh my gosh, she's trapping Naomi's legs in her shirt.
And Naomi wound up suffering an embarrassing loss after Bayley used wardrobe to her advantage. Well, Bayley, we can pretty much guarantee that trick won't work again. This is your chance to help guide Naomi to a third SmackDown Women's Championship, and to do it by defeating one of the greatest competitors WWE has ever seen. Your wise man has nothing but respect and admiration for Bayley's abilities, but those abilities are eclipsed by Naomi's extraordinary trinity: smarts, strength, and aerial attacks that should give all of you everything you need to get the win and the title.
Gentlemen, it's glow time! I got an idea, Saxton. Why don't you glow home? No, I can't, Corey. When asked earlier this week about this matchup, Naomi said it is an honor to be here, an honor to make history, because for the first time ever, a women's championship will be defended in Saudi Arabia. Naomi certainly has momentum on her side, and as we've seen in recent weeks, it appears as though Bayley has at least a healthy respect for Naomi. So much of Naomi's career has been predicated on making history. You think back to Naomi being the winner of the inaugural WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal, being the first African-American SmackDown Women's Champion, and tonight, once again, an opportunity to make history in her career. And gentlemen, when Bayley was asked about this history-making match tonight, she said, of course I'm part of this, because history is made by winners. And I'm going to become a role model for everyone here tonight in Saudi Arabia and for everyone around the entire world. I asked Bayley her thoughts on this match. She said, new country, same sheep. Bayley is nothing if not confident headed into this match. Oh, and everything you just said is indicative of the new attitude, the new personality of Bayley. Bayley has been SmackDown Women's Champion for a record-setting 279 days. She's won every title available in WWE. The NXT Women's Championship, the Raw Women's Championship, the two-time SmackDown Women's Champion, a Tag Team Champion, a Money in the Bank winner. Bayley's accomplished it all. But the one thing Bayley has never done in her career, she's never beat Naomi. And believe me, that is a huge point of confidence for Naomi and a huge pressure on the champion. What an exciting moment for both of these competitors tonight, but once the bell rings, it's down to business. The SmackDown Women's Championship is on the line.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Introducing the challenger from Orlando, Florida, Naomi. And her opponent from San Jose, California, she is the SmackDown Women's Champion, Bayley!
For the first time ever, we have a Women's Championship match here in the Middle East, in Saudi Arabia. Bayley against Naomi. Will Bayley's record-setting reign end here tonight? Guys, a very important component of this match. Bayley has won every title available in WWE. Bayley...
Double leg takedown from behind into a pinning combination, shoulder stacked high.
The challenger kicks out after one.
Probably knew that wasn't going to be enough at this stage, but every time you cover your opponent, you make them kick out. Every kick out exerts energy.
We've said it time and time again. Naomi, maybe the most athletic woman we've ever seen compete here in WWE. Yeah. Guys, a very important component of this match. Bayley has won every title available in WWE. Bayley has accomplished it all. But the one thing Bayley has never done in her career, she's never beaten Naomi.
And believe me, that is a huge point of confidence for Naomi. And a huge pressure on Bayley. Yeah, but Bayley thrives under pressure. Her resume speaks for itself.
Ooh, on a flying forearm smash. We've said it time and time again. Naomi may be the most athletic woman we've ever seen compete here in WWE.
Yeah, Naomi wants to depend on athletic maneuvers, while Bayley wants to be more methodical and fight a more classic wrestling style. Bayley's being caught off guard by Naomi.
Great quickness.
Let's roll through into the pin.
Great combination. The challenger stays in the match with a kick out.
And her opponent isn't going to hand her a fast win.
Shot to the face gets them out of that spot. Ooh. Momentum is really on Naomi's side.
And Naomi can
take in flight. She's able to evade.
Crashing and burning in maybe the worst way possible.
Vicious knee. Bayley having every reason to be confident heading into this matchup. But 279 days as champion, Corey, can take a toll on you. Bayley has been carrying an exhausting weight on her shoulder for a long time.
I don't think it's anything Bayley can't handle, Cole. Once you reach the mountaintop, you plant your feet and you hold your ground, no matter how heavy the burden.
Perched up top. You gotta be kidding me.
No matter who you are, when you crash on the floor, a searing pain races through your body. Naomi going for broke. And this high-risk offense from the challenger might be catching the champion by surprise.
The challenger being the aggressor here, but remember, the title can only be won by pinfall or submission inside the ring.
Big flying forearm. And Naomi keeping Bayley on her toes, pushing the pace on the champion.
Naomi moving fast, showing that superior athleticism. Bayley might not be able to keep up here. She somehow made it back into the ring.
And I think it was you, Byron, who asked Bayley if she changed. And she said, I didn't change. I just did what I had to do, and look what I've done.
Well, you're right. Love it or hate it, Bayley's doing what she's had to do by hook or by crook to maintain a stranglehold on the SmackDown Women's Championship.
Foot to the belly.
Oh, what a kick.
Oh, dropping down all their weight.
Senton hits the target. Leading her into the corner now.
Naomi had it turned around. A forearm smash. On the top rope now. And here we go. Championship's on the line. Naomi's got Bayley in trouble up on the top rope. This could be Naomi's moment.
Smart move by Bayley, protecting her title and going to the eyes.
Oh, what a kick. Bayley is down and in trouble.
Quick thinking by Naomi, looking to close this one out.
Nobody home. Bayley wisely moves out of harm's way. What's Bayley trying to do here?
What the?
I think Bayley's trying to trap Naomi's legs in Naomi's own shirt.
A great counter by Naomi. Naomi ducks underneath, and we got a standoff. Great match so far.
Well, Bayley thought she had Naomi, but the challenger was ready.
Well, the champion has to find a new strategy in a hurry.
Rear view by Naomi. Can the champ recover from that?
Spinning heel kick.
Naomi feeding off the WWE Universe. Inching, taking flight. Diving body splash.
Two. I can't believe my eyes. She just kicked out.
No way. No way. I refuse to believe that wasn't three.
Oh, look at head scissor.
Can you still feel the glow when the lights are out?
Lift off. Crossbody from the top.
Got all of it.
Bayley struggling to defend herself.
Naomi picking up the pace against Bayley and keeping her all out of sorts.
Targeting the chest, very effective.
Chance down. This one's for everything. Naomi did it. We have a new champion.
Here is your winner, and the new SmackDown Women's Champion, Naomi.
Bayley's stranglehold on the SmackDown Women's Championship has ended. The Glow era has begun.
Bayley was as aggressive in this match as she's ever been, but Naomi's confidence and athleticism were just too much for Bayley to contend with.
History made in the...
I ain't doing this one. We can have all the fun we want with these video games and this showcase and these fantasy matchups like Offensica versus Bubba Ray and Diva. I'm not doing shtick about Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. That's a little too volatile. And it's way too personal for Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins came up together in the Shield. And Seth Rollins took it upon himself to disband the Shield by blindsiding Roman Reigns with a chair. At WrestleMania 31, Roman Reigns, in the main event of WrestleMania, was about to win the WWE title when Seth Rollins cashed in Money in the Bank and stole the main event, the match, and the title from Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns lost the undisputed championship after almost 4 years, the greatest title reign of all time, to Cody Rhodes. Not because Cody Rhodes was the better man, but because Seth Rollins was right there. And the up. And for the first time in Roman Reigns' life, he took his eye off the ball for that much time and smashed Seth Rollins with a chair, the same way Seth did a decade earlier to Roman title reign in WWE history. I'm supposed to do shtick about Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins for a showcase? I mean, it's smart, because the next time Roman Reigns steps into the ring with Seth Rollins will be the last time Seth Rollins steps into a ring. Next time Roman Reigns gets his hands on Seth Rollins, you won't have your architect anymore. You won't have your visionary anymore. You won't have your revolutionary anymore. You will have your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, but you'll never again have Seth freaking Rollins. Roman Reigns will put an end to Seth Rollins in WWE. And then the only way you'll ever be able to see Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins will be in the WWE 2K25 showcase. Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins from the 2022 Royal Rumble. And that's not a prediction. That's a spoiler.
The big question as we kick off Royal Rumble, will Roman survive tonight?
Well, the man who's walking down the aisle here in front of 44,000 plus is the greatest champion of all time, transcending the business. And tonight, it's personal. For 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated everyone. And luckily for Roman, he's had a special counsel and his cousins to help him keep cool, keep focused, and concentrate on the business at hand.
Now Paul Heyman is gone, and the Usos are barred from ringside. And without those calming forces, Corey, cracks started to form last night in Roman's armor.
No telling how Roman's going to handle things on his own. It's been years since he competed on his own. But that's the situation we're seeing right now for the Tribal Chief. In recent weeks, Seth Rollins touched on the one thing that Roman Reigns has not been able to get over: the dissolution of the Shield at the hands of Seth Rollins.
Roman Reigns is a loyal man, a family man, and what Seth Rollins did to his family was cowardly in the eyes of the head of the table, the Tribal Chief, the man who is blessed by the gods of sports entertainment.
Corey, on SmackDown last night, we saw one thing that we haven't seen out of Roman Reigns. We saw Roman Reigns lose his cool. Even more mind games from Rollins. As we heard that music pop right there, the Shield, you can't help but have a little nostalgia. You can't help but think back to the glory days of when the Shield would go to town, beating everybody down.
Until that man right there, Seth freaking Rollins, decided to tear it apart.
Seth Rollins says he knows Roman Reigns so well. He knows how to prey on the insecurities of the Universal Champion. He knew there was one thing that Reigns will never get over, and that is that Seth Rollins chose to end the Shield.
The infamous blow to the back of Roman Reigns with a steel chair many years ago, which broke up perhaps the greatest faction in WWE history. Well, tonight, Rollins will use that to get in the head of the champ and win the Universal title.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the Universal Championship. Introducing the challenger from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins. And his opponent from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, he is the Universal Champion, Roman Reigns.
It's been interesting watching Reigns throughout these introductions, muttering to himself at times. Honestly, Rollins seems to be in Roman's head. The Royal Rumble Premium Live event kicks off with a match between two former brothers. Roman Reigns in his record 516-day reign as Universal Champion. This is Seth Rollins, donned in the old gear that they used to wear in the Shield.
Rollins looks very comfortable in that tactical vest yet again.
But he's even more comfortable inside the head of the tribal chief. We haven't seen Roman with this type of look, this type of confusion in 500 plus days.
And the wise man, Paul Heyman, will be at ringside for a championship match tonight, just not this one.
And that's just sickening to me, Cole. Reigns had just cause for firing the wise man, and now Paul's right back with his old client. Heyman has what more can this superstar do? Reaching deep into the arsenal. This could end the entire match.
From the top floor, superplex. The champ is clearly going to take all measures necessary to keep the gold around their waist.
As was set up in the corner of the ring.
And a well-executed move we just saw there. Oh, shoulder to the gut. Even before Seth put his gear on, he came into this match with a clear-cut advantage.
You're right, Cole. 1 week ago on SmackDown, Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens defeated the Usos. As a result, Jimmy and Jay are barred from ringside.
It was an all-or-nothing move, as Rollins would have lost his title opportunity had that match gone the other way. It just proved... Oh, for the title!
Gets the shoulder up and one.
I can't believe the ref didn't get two here.
Lift it up. What's next? That was a hell of a maneuver there, guys. Oh, quick way to respond with the reversal.
Sidewalk slam! Almost drove him through the ring.
Gentlemen, for 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated. He had special counsel and cousins to help him stay in control, to keep his cool, to concentrate on the business at hand. But now Paul Heyman is gone, and the Usos are barred from ringside.
Without those calming forces, cracks have started to show. Every comment Rollins has made about their past cuts deeper. Every mind game breaks Roman's spirit even further. This might be...
Crash and burn.
A brutal impact after taking a gigantic gamble like that.
The Revolution knee finds the mark.
That'll do some serious damage. Ooh, he fends that off. And he tosses him back in now. Maybe time to start burning it down.
Rollins is starting to roll.
And what if the champ is pinned? We might have a new champion here. The champion with his shoulder up before two.
It'll take more than that to hold him down.
Reigns comes up short on that attack. Seth Rollins says he knows Roman Reigns so well, says he knows how to prey on the insecurities of the Universal Champion.
Rollins knew there was one thing that Roman Reigns could never, ever get over, that it was Seth Rollins who chose to end the Shield.
That blow to the back of Roman Reigns.
This game's about winning at any and all costs.
This competitor knows exactly what they want to do. Perched on the top rope. Here it is! Superplex!
Reigns so close to finishing this, he can taste it. Ending Rollins and closing the book on the Shield will be his biggest victory yet.
What a shot.
Taken head over heels. Snapmare could set something else up.
Seth losing any command of this match.
The power and rage of the Tribal Chief is just overwhelming Rollins here.
Carried in a jeopardizing position here.
I have to admit, it's a pretty cold move for Rollins to just take the years of history the Shield had and turn it into a joke here tonight.
It's appalling, Saxton. Rollins has always treated that sacred history as a joke. Now we know that Roman Reigns is a loyal man, a family man. What Seth Rollins did to his family 8 years ago was cowardly. Now it's time for Rollins to pay.
Manages to slip out of the way.
And Rollins capitalizes.
Rollins. Oh, forearm to the neck.
Rollins lining up. Massive miscalculation on that one.
Ooh, caught with a knee to the mush.
The Tribal Chief has been dominant over the last 516 days since he captured the Universal Championship. Month after month, he's dominated every top contender on the SmackDown roster.
Roman Reigns has beaten big names over the last year and a half. Braun Strowman, Rey Mysterio, the Demon Finn Balor, even John Cena. But Reigns has to be bothered by the fact that he has never been able to knock off Rollins in a premium live event match in his career. Never successfully defended a title against Rollins.
Indeed, two of the biggest PLE losses of Roman Reigns' career have been at the hands of Seth freaking Rollins. At Money in the Bank in 2016, Rollins defeated Reigns for the WWE title. And a year prior to that, Rollins committed the heist of the century and used the Money in the Bank to steal Roman's WWE Championship in the main event of WrestleMania. Into the barricade. He gets into the ring.
And Reigns is really fired up. Being sized up. He might regret getting back up here.
He's got to make some moves here or suffer the countout.
And Seth just taunting his opponent now.
Returning back to the ring. He's able to beat the count just in time.
I hate to say this, but the Tribal Chief has become extremely frazzled without the benefit of having the Bloodline by his side.
Every little move Rollins makes seems to put Reigns on edge. This outfit, the Shield's entrance music. I bet if Rollins gave Roman a fist bump, it would make the Tribal Chief go nuclear.
Goes into the corner.
Wicked clothesline. Dropping the elbow. Ooh, what a damaging blow. Roman cannot be stopped here.
And you can see Seth is being run into the ground by Roman.
Oh, clothesline.
Ascending the ropes. From the top. Elbow drop.
The Tribal Chief locked and loaded. Superman punch. Absolutely laid. Rollins out, and now Reigns can finally overcome his former Shield brother.
Oh, man.
Seth Rollins just getting dismantled.
Right now, Seth is unable to evade Roman's offense. The champ taking care of business here.
I don't even think Roman's aware of where he is anymore. He has tunnel vision for Rollins. The only thing the Tribal Chief is seeing right now is red. And heaven have mercy on Reigns' old Shield brother now.
And gets tossed back into the mat. And here's Reigns now, misses wildly with the clothesline attempt. Spear! Spear by Reigns! Roman Reigns from out of nowhere with a spear!
That could end it for Rollins if Roman could just make the cover.
Roman trying to fight through the pain. Oh my, guys. Guys, look at what Rollins is doing.
After all these two have been through, Rollins wants that Shield fist bump.
Reigns shaking it off as Rollins continues to try to play mind games.
Yeah, but that may have triggered a litany of emotions within the Tribal Chief. Reigns unsure of what to do.
Roman Reigns determining what to do now. Will he slay his former brother? Reigns now. Look, gonna lock in the guillotine. Submission
Well, there's
move
your
locked
answer.
in. Submission move locked in.
Rollins in major peril right now. Rollins looking like he's starting to fade.
Seth trying desperately to make it to the bottom rope.
I'm not sure he can make it, Corey.
Trying to make it to the rope to force some sort of break. Seth trying to hang on. How can he do this here? Is Rollins going to tap here? What's Rollins going to do? Is he going to tap out?
Well, he makes it to the rope. Reigns has a 5 count to break the hold.
And Reigns breaks the hold here. Roman breaks the hold, and this match continues.
It just shows you how locked in Roman Reigns is to winning this match. Rollins just motionless now. Roman had that guillotine locked in far too long.
Well, the oxygen slowly circulating through Seth again.
Rollins being put into the guillotine. This is the biggest danger Seth has faced.
This is the tightest I've ever seen Roman squeeze this submission. Attacking the most... The guillotine locked in. This is all...
That was an incredible counter.
Reigns, Rollins, both men are waging an epic battle.
For years, these Shield brothers would go town to town and beat the competition to a pulp. Tonight, they're doing it to each other. Switched it up and hit the DDT.
Caught that and reversed it.
And there it is. The title's not going anywhere tonight.
Placing him in the corner. Oh, Superman punch!
Reigns not done yet. The champ is in control.
Into the cover.
And Reigns retains the title.
Here is your winner, and still the Universal Champion,
Roman Reigns has finally done it. Finally earned that title defense defense against Seth Rollins finally exorcised the ghost of the Shield.
It looks like a huge weight has been lifted from the shoulders of the Tribal Chief. Roman may never forgive Rollins, but now he can forget it.
Okay, a little bit out of character for your wise man, but that was a little bit difficult for me to watch. Seeing this family splinter into two groups, fighting against each other, it breaks my dark heart. But they're all grown men, and you settled the issue. Now let's give Solo credit. Forming Team Solo was, of course, his usual backup of Tama Tonga and Tongaloa, the sons of Haku, feared as one of the baddest men to ever walk planet Earth. Along with them, the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu, son of Tama, also known as TK All Day, the Tonga Kid, another fearsome competitor from WWE's golden era. But did you know that Haku and Tama once comprised one of WWE's most impressive tag teams? Haku had been considered family by the Dynasty for years on end, and his teaming with Tama, brother of Rikishi, solidified this for eternity. The Islanders were a formidable test for any tag team in WWE in the late 1980s, competing against teams like the Hart Foundation and the British Bulldogs. Initially fan favorites, the two would embrace a more hard-nosed approach and even teamed up with WWE Hall of Famer Bobby the Brain Heenan, finding even more success. The team flawlessly merged aerial excellence, martial arts mastery, and some good old-fashioned Islander grit. Perhaps their most infamous moment saw them actually dog-nap Matilda, mascot of the British Bulldogs, showing that they were willing to do literally anything to throw opponents off their game. Both men are still revered today as two of the real legit tough guys in the industry, names that instill fear simply upon mention, and they absolutely taught their children well. Tama Tonga and Tongaloa both loved to slowly brutalize an opponent in the traditional Haku style, while Jacob Fatu hurls his body at opponents from all angles with reckless abandon, much like Islander Tama in his TK All Day heyday. For their inclusion in the 2K25 showcase, we find the Islanders in a dream match, taking on another team that has mastered the air, ground fighting, and has their own brand of swag that keeps opponents guessing at all times. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about the Street Profits. Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins have put together one hell of a run in WWE, and the perennial tag team champions are going to find themselves in an unfamiliar setting, taking on Haku and Tama in a best 2 out of 3 falls match. Anyone can sneak a win out, but Haku and Tama often competed in this type of match to fully demonstrate the superiority to their opponents. And you can bet that they're out to do the same thing to Angelo and Tez. So get out there and showcase the tag team mastery that the Islanders used to terrorize their opponents. Lift your party cups and take one last sip for the Street Profits. And don't worry, no one will hold you responsible for the damage you and the Islanders caused them, because I assure you, the Islanders can handle the smoke.
It is time for the Street Profits to get themselves some of the Islanders.
Well, with all due respect to the smoke and the party cups, but AD and Tez need to up their game. This could be the Profits' night, but it's not going to be easy.
The Profits possess tremendous athleticism, but so do the Islanders. And let's not forget, the Islanders have Bobby Heenan in their corner.
The following contest is a 2-out-of-3 falls match on the way to the ring, and a combined weight of 492 pounds. Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, the Street Profits.
The Islanders are known for innovative double-team offense, but they're looking to do more than just beat the Profits.
Well, under the Brains' incomparable tutelage, the Islanders have become smarter and more brutal.
Tez and Dawkins better have their third eye open and their heads on a swivel.
I expect to see expert-level tag teamwork from both the Profits and the Islanders, with supreme athleticism from all four competitors.
What this match could boil down to, guys, is which team picks up the first pinfall.
It's not going to take long for chaos to rule. The Profits and the Islanders are ready to see who is the best tag team on Earth.
The Street Profits had better be ready for what's coming.
Tez and Dawkins have to be ready to deal with any shortcut the Islanders can
And
find.
their opponents, accompanied by Bobby Heenan, and a combined weight of 499 pounds. Tama and Haku, the Islanders.
We know the Islanders are as vicious as they come, but the Street Profits excel in all forms of chaos.
Yeah, Corey, but the Islanders have a plan and will stop at nothing to carry that out.
The Profits will have to truly compete as a team to overcome the odds in this 2-out-of-3 falls match.
Truth is, I don't know if Ford and Dawkins have faced a team as dangerous as Haku and Tama.
And the Street Profits are going to have to execute a next-level plan to take down the Islanders and Heenan.
The Islanders versus the Street Profits in a best-of-3 falls match. This matchup represents two teams who want to rule the tag team division and have sharpened their offensive arsenals so one move can put away any opponent.
The Street Profits swag levels are at an all-time high, and they told the Islanders they want the smoke.
Look, this is the best Street Profits we've ever seen, but the Islanders are exceptionally dangerous. And don't forget their secret weapon in the form of Bobby the Brain Heenan. Oh!
Something that Tez and Dawkins need to watch out for tonight is the presence of Bobby the Weasel Heenan. He'll do anything for his clients.
Don't you dare disparage the brain, Saxton. Heenan is indeed a wise man who has quickly brought the Islanders up the ranks. They'll be tag champions in no time.
Power slam. That just reverberated throughout the entire building. Talk about making a statement.
Corey, you've competed in these type of matches before. What's the key to victory for Haku and Tama?
It's crucial for the Islanders to win the first fall as early as possible. To do that, they've got to either isolate Ford or Dawkins and block their path to make an attack.
A 2-out-of-3 falls match is a different beast and a bit of a rarity in tag team competition. But one of these teams actually has a bit of a history with this stipulation.
Yeah, Cole, the Islanders have a history of success in multi-fall matches and in high-profile situations, no less. They competed in the main event of the first Royal Rumble event in this kind of match and won it in 2 straight falls.
They also won a 2-out-of-3 falls match on Saturday night's main event. Bottom line, the Islanders are more than ready for this. Hopefully, the Street Profits are quick learners.
Placing him in the corner. Big splash. So many accolades for Dawkins and Ford. Triple Crown Tag Team Champions, multiple WrestleMania wins. This win could be another major feather in their caps.
It could be, but for the Islanders, all those accolades are motivation. Haku and Tama know they're the best tag team around, so they want to knock off the Profits and prove it. Then maybe they'll get the respect they rightfully deserve.
Boom! What a drop kick.
On the mark. Ooh, treading all over their opponent.
Can he score the pin? Fending off a 2 count there.
Finding hard to stay in this match.
That's using your head. Oh, blow to the breadbasket.
Oh, man. Look, I get that the Islanders are brutal, but when I look at Haku, I kind of see something royal about him.
Are you kidding me, Saxton? Haku's a big, mean dude who loves to brawl. Nothing about him says royalty.
Though Bobby Heenan does seem intent on taking the Islanders to the top of WWE, perhaps becoming king of the ring, is on that path. Relentless aggression coming from Haku here.
The Islanders putting a beating on the Street Profits. Power slam!
You have to be in peak physical condition to pull off a move with that much weight.
Down around with the schoolboy, shoulders are down.
Makes the cover. Can he do it here? And he has the shoulder up before two.
He's nowhere near ready to stop fighting yet. In the corner, has to find a way out of there.
We're watching two great teams at work right now, but with the talent of this level in the ring, you have to wonder, are there any possible breakout single stars here?
Every one of these men has that sort of potential, Michael. I mean, Montez Ford has had moments of single success, competing in many high-profile matches on his own.
Though you'd be doing a great disservice to Angelo Dawkins, who has an equally impressive skill set should he go solo. And of course, both Islanders competed separately for a time in WWE before joining up, so you know that Tama and Haku can once again dominate as single stars.
From way up, punch to the stomach, and stopped in their tracks.
Stiff headbutt. His body has to be racked with pain.
Haku taking a step back and measuring his opponent.
Whip back into the ring.
Clothesline. Oh, weakening the leg here.
Blast off. Headbutt lands. The Profits are down and the Islanders are about to reap the rewards.
He secures an early fall. Ow. Ooh. He puts him into the corner. In Haku with the counter.
This is a big night for the Street Profits. Their party cups are filled to the brim tonight. I took a sniff, and it nearly knocked me out.
I've seen tap water knock you loopy, Saxton, but I know for a fact that the Profits have the strong stuff in hand tonight. In fact, I've heard the Islanders plan on taking a victory swig after this match.
They can definitely handle it, Corey. Tama and Haku have very strong heads.
Soaring!
And Ford's resolve might be wavering here.
The Islanders straight up crushing the Profits here.
And now Haku experiencing what it's like to get cut down.
Yeah, as the Street Profits' particular brand of intensity was showing through there.
And he throws the opposition back into the ring. And now thrown back into the ring.
Partner gets tagged in.
The Street Profits having a bit of trouble here.
Into the pin!
That should do it right there! Sent into the corner.
Ooh, just caught flush. Right on target with a stop to the gut. Snapmare takedown.
From the top. Diving elbow drop. Are you kidding me?
From the top.
Off the mark with that one.
Flying their opponent's arm out. Oh, my goodness.
I'm glad the Islanders are able to compete tonight. I was worried they'd have to serve another suspension.
Oh, what a phony charge that was. Heenan and the Islanders did an amazing job as dog sitters, and they got punished for it. Then again, the corrupt president who handed out that suspension also vacated the WWE Championship for no good reason.
Yeah, Corey, there's just too many things to correct you on there.
My God, the Islanders continuing the assault. The Street Profits take off.
He fails to connect.
Finds the roll-up. Does he get it here?
He keeps his partner alive. Tama putting it all on the line.
Ooh. Oh, man.
He connects with a counter. Clothesline. Setting course to the top turnbuckle.
From the top. Diving headbutt.
I am not believing what I'm seeing.
Set up for a second time. Headbutt from above. And the Islanders just sent the Profits up in smoke.
We thought it was going to be the Street Profits going to the air this often.
The Islanders beating Angelo and Montez at their own game now. Bad things on the horizon. Someone's going to get hurt real bad.
Avalanche back body drop.
Haku letting his opponent know who's in charge.
Here we go again. He made his point. Concentrate on the match instead of everything outside of it. This match has to be close to an end.
At this point in the match, there's no time to recover. The damage is done.
Brings them down.
Placed him in the corner here.
He dodges out of danger.
Proof these superstars have done their homework.
Running power slam.
And staying with it into the cover.
2 count. Second fall for the Islanders. And they beat the Profits.
Here are your winners, Tama and Haku, the Islanders.
What a matchup. The Islanders met the Street Profits at every turn in the air and the ground. This loss is going to hurt Dawkins and Ford for a long time.
Look, we saw tremendous tag teams do what they do best, but only one could win. And the Islanders stepped up and got the job done.
I'm the last guy to knock a revolution. I've led a few of those, you know. I admire revolutionaries. I respect evolutionaries. They are the lifeblood of the bloodline. So when Solo Sikoa seized the moment and became the tribal chief in Roman Reigns' absence, I didn't like it. I don't even think I respected it. But something deep down in me admired it. That took some forward thinking. I'm the chief now! Now we all know what happened when the OG bloodline, led by Roman Reigns, faced the new rogue bloodline, led by Solo Sikoa, in the War Games. But there was a discussion here while planning the WWE 2K25 showcase that has me, your wise man, admittedly a little intrigued. What if War Games was limited to only OG bloodline, no honorary uses, versus Solo's rogue bloodline, no honorary uses? It's 4-on-4, Roman Reigns. The Usos, Sami Zayn versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and the most dangerous new competitor WWE has ever seen, the Samoan werewolf Jacob Fatu. What happens then? This is your moment to determine who is the real Bloodline. This is your moment to determine who is the only Bloodline. This is where the Bloodline's legacy and the Bloodline's future is in your hands.
The following contest is the men's War Games match. The rules of the match are as follows. 2 teams will be contained in separate cages, with 1 member of each team starting the match. At regular intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match. The first member to enter will come from the advantaged team. Once all competitors have entered, War Games officially begins! The match can be won by pinfall or submission. Exiting the cage will result in a forfeit. And now, let the War Games begin!
The Bloodline is in chaos. This wrestling dynasty is on the brink of collapse.
This conflict goes far beyond acknowledgement, Michael. This man and the original Bloodline are fighting for their livelihood.
Introducing first, from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 242 pounds, main event,
This man and the rest of the original Bloodline is under attack. The new Bloodline will do whatever it takes to wipe out the old guard.
But this man and the rest of his crew will not go down without a fight. This is a power struggle that could not be contained by a traditional 20-by-20 ring. He's ready to bring the heavy fire to the new Bloodline.
The original Bloodline was created with the wisdom of the elders, but this man and the new Bloodline are destroying what was built.
This conflict was unfathomable until now. The new Bloodline is ready to hunt.
And from Sacramento, California, weighing in at 285 pounds, the Samoan werewolf, Jacob.
The new Bloodline does not live by a code. They do not act with honor. This man says the OG Bloodline will suffer the consequences of their disloyalty.
We are looking at a heavy hitter with pure malice in his eyes.
And he's looking to make his name at the expense of the old guard of the Bloodline.
The OG Bloodline have never faced a threat like this.
The island of relevancy is no more. The OG Bloodline is fighting bloodthirsty savages who will feast on whatever they can.
There will be no hesitation in pulling the trigger, and the OGs have got to match that ferocity.
And gentlemen, it is time for Bloodline War Games. Roman Reigns, the Usos, and Sami Zayn versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu.
Both of these sides have a deep and abiding hatred for one another. Solo felt he was held down. His crew never called up during Roman's time as the tribal chief.
But most of the men on Roman's side were unceremoniously removed from the bloodline courtesy of Solo Sikoa. And those who weren't have faced continued attacks from the new bloodline.
And the winners tonight are very likely to be considered the true bloodline by the WWE Universe. Let's see who comes out on top tonight. Wow. Solo Sikoa's group at a decided disadvantage. His side has less experience inside this structure.
But look at how young and hungry Team Solo is. In particular, Tama Tonga is a real wild card. He's like a hyena locked in a cage with a bunch of raw meat.
I even asked Tama backstage if he was looking forward to this match, and he just said to me, yeah.
Great journalism there, Byron.
Thanks, Michael.
Before War Games officially starts, what do you guys think is the key to the old school bloodline coming out on top?
Every one of these men is a proven main eventer, Michael, but that won't be enough if they can't stay on the same page.
Yeah, and given how united Solo's team is, I don't think even the Mount Rushmore of WWE could handle the new bloodline.
Roman and his crew need to remember what bonded them, what made their team oozy, and work as a real team. Just one last time.
As was set up in the corner of the ring.
Gotta be a bit tough for Jay to stand up amongst this team. Some close allies, but some enemies he's yet to forgive.
We've seen the wars that Jay has waged with his cousin Roman, with his brother Jimmy, but he needs to put that aside tonight.
And Jay has the title wins and big victories that earned him the main event moniker. But if he's the one to put away the new bloodline, he will truly be the main event of War Games.
Things could get ugly now as they head inside the cage. Oh my! It's that time. The pin drop!
Super kick! Solo Sikoa, leader of the new bloodline, has called himself the head of the table, called himself the tribal chief.
And when he asked the WWE Universe to acknowledge him, we're hearing more and more of the crowd agree.
Well, Solo has grown in power with big wins and title reigns, but this is his biggest test yet. If his crew can defeat Rollins, Sikoa will be everything he says he is and more.
Dragon screw! We're seconds away from these teams being at even strength. Oh no. Stop right there, gut.
Tonga
From the top!
What impact! With a big punch, now he's yeeting along. Suplex! If there's one man here with the most to prove, it's got to be Tonga Loa.
We've often seen that the man with the most to prove ends up being the difference maker in War Games.
Many folks think Tonga Loa is just a foot soldier for Solo. But let's not forget, this man is the son of Haku. Just like his father, Tonga Loa truly excels in a brawl. And there is no bigger brawl than War Games.
Oh, he cuts it off. Bam!
Kick to the gut.
Cracked around into a neck breaker. Jay taking his offense
Up high.
8 men in this war, but one seems to be fighting his own internal battle. That man, Jimmy Uso.
He's currently on Team Roman, but this might be an instance of the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Well, Jimmy had clashes with Roman. He went to war with his brother Jay, but the men who put Jimmy on the shelf for months stand across the ring. Jimmy's out for every member of Solo's squad tonight, and he'll deal with the rest of his fractured family later.
Here's the buzzer, and Jimmy Uso is looking for revenge against the...
Sammy's not ready for this. And looking at Jacob Fatu, brought down with a DDT.
Did Jacob Fatu get enough of it?
And entering into an absolute war zone, giving the troops the boost they need.
Sami Zayn grew so much as a member of the Bloodline, it really gave him a sense of self-worth.
Yeah, but part of that self-worth came from defying Roman, from defeating the Usos, which begs the question, and I wish there was a better way to phrase this. Is Sami Zayn still Uso?
I think he is, Corey. Sami seems elated to be fighting.
Oh my God! Can Jacob Fatu come back from that?
Stomping. Ouch.
Going up. Uh-oh.
Fighting out. Hammering away with punches to the face. OG Bloodline leader Roman Reigns has so much on the line.
Sami with a big boot. Has Sami ended it there?
Counting down the seconds as this match gets closer to being even. And guys, this is what War Games is all about. Both Bloodlines looking at in the ring.
The old guard and new school trading their biggest shots in one of the most dangerous environments in all of WWE.
He's starting to feel the effects of this attack.
Lower putting some punishing offense on display.
Looking for something out of the apron before entering.
Clearly knows the damage that has been done with the opposing team's numbers advantage and knows that bringing in a weapon can be the ultimate equalizer.
Got out of the way. I think tonight is going to be a breakout performance for Jacob Fatu. So much raw talent in that young man.
Every Bloodline member, new and old, is a generational athlete. Jacob seems to be a step ahead of every one of these men at times.
Many already believe Jacob can take the mantle as the leader of the Bloodline. If he's the one to earn the victory tonight, his time as the tribal chief may come sooner than anyone thinks.
Oh, right to the kidneys. Golly.
Kick to the gut.
Right around into a neck breaker. Oh.
Just burying that opponent with that trash can. Sent right into the corner. And did you hear the impact of that? We've got a numbers advantage incoming as the countdown is about to run out. And it's Jay.
That fake was tough.
And the tribal chief is now entering Bloodline War Games.
Starting to scale up the War Games role. He's got something in mind.
What a shot to the face.
The odd man in, and he's looking for an ace up his sleeve now.
Double axe handle connects.
They get going high risk here.
Top rope. He just grabbed what could be a game changer, adding an advantage on top of an advantage. The volume in this building has increased exponentially. The fans are willing these competitors to push forward.
Win or lose, these superstars are going to be held in high esteem after this one.
Dishing out a suplex. Oh! Ooh! Big forearm. Sharp punch.
Toggle reverses and looks to capitalize.
Execution finds its mark. Both wrists captured. Tonga Loa put a stamp on this one.
Here comes the buzzer. The numbers advantage vanishes with this next entrant. Flying. And just unloading that stop sign.
Not a single person in this place is sitting down.
We might just be watching one of the greatest matches we've seen in quite some time here. And now looking even worse for wear.
Looks like the gas tank is running past E now.
Watch out!
He's looking close to finish time off.
He's totally gassed.
Yeah, he's just running on fumes now.
Climbing the war games here. This might not be a good idea. On the top.
What good? Take a 5-2. Taking flight. The moonsault. That is what it takes to top the range.
Oh, Sami Zayn is just getting... His wrists captured it.
Boom. Good night. What a knee. And Tama will close things out.
He's just been tossed aside into a new terrain. Oh!
Going straight for the body. Doing a little more softening up with the torso area. And over to the other ring he goes. Oof. Oh, big mistake, and that error could be costly. Oof. Super kick. Super kick. Oh, man, what a leg drop. Big beautiful. Right into the cover.
And the count doesn't even begin.
Thought he had him. Gotta be kidding me.
Getting him right into the corner.
The battlefield just got some activity in the trenches. Here we go. He thinks this is it.
The count was stopped before it started.
What stamina. It's truly impressive to completely beat the count here.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
I don't either. Can this ref even count to 3?
Jimmy Uso looking to secure it. He breaks the bend, keeping his team in this one.
He averts the offense.
He's been dealt in.
So it's a cover.
And now the shoulders down.
This might be it.
His arm shot off the mat before. Out next. Schoolboy cover. Just escapes defeat. And now Tama and Tonga Loa really laying it in there. You can...
Tama setting it up. Here it comes.
And Roman continues to take on damage there.
I think Roman might be in some serious trouble.
No! That's gotta do it. No one can continue after that.
How could anything go on after what we just witnessed is beyond me.
Tama.
Twist.
Victory nearly in hand for Tama Tonga.
Not even a 2 count. Unbelievable.
Taken out at 1.
Have Sami in a penny predicament. Meanwhile, we have Sikoa. And Tama keeps never takes the cover.
Can he keep him down? Nice side headlock applied. Oh, and he wants it one more time. Spiked.
Does Jimmy have any fight left?
And quickly into the cover.
Might be in trouble.
Nice takedown, stack for the pin.
Makes the save, and they continue this match.
Guys, look at the eyes. This could be a precursor to an end.
Now it's Sikoa. Boom!
Jimmy with a game ender. Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. This fight is pumping him up. It's the cutter.
He can't be far from the finish line now.
I highly doubt anybody's going to throw in the towel, though.
Suplex into the neck breaker.
Isolating their opponent's arm.
Just right to the hand. Jimmy Uso looking to secure it.
Got there. This is almost over.
And looking at Jacob Fatu.
Trying to end this right now. Wait a second.
Feeder on the ropes. This is illegal.
Just like that, Sami gets stopped.
Getting launched.
Just took a very unpleasant trip from ring to ring.
A flat-out power into the scoop slam. Slam.
Can this be it? Is this the end?
And now Tonga. And talk about giving a DDT with authority. And Sikoa gets taken a step back in the wrong direction there.
Just conceal it here. That offense will definitely knock the wind out of him.
Entering even more dangerous territory. Scouting the war game.
From the top to the sky.
He begins to climb the wall of the War Games cage.
Uso
From behind.
Oh, ouch. Boom, backdrop suplex.
On a high angle, right across the shoulders.
Fireman's carry. Nice takedown in the back.
He's making his move.
For the win. And Solo's team takes it.
All hail the true Bloodline.
Here are your winners, Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu, the new Bloodline.
You want to know which version of the Bloodline is superior? Well, there's your answer. Solo's crew prevailed inside War Games.
These four men are true family. Each of them fought with that same bit of hunger and attitude we once saw in Roman's old crew. But now we know that Solo Sikoa, Tonga Loa, Tama Tonga, and Jacob Fatu are the one true Bloodline.
And gentlemen, it is time for Bloodline War Games. Roman Reigns, the Usos, and Sami Zayn versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu.
Both of these sides have a deep and abiding hatred for one another. Solo felt he was held down. His crew never called up during Roman's time as the tribal chief.
But most of the men on Roman's side were unceremoniously removed from the Bloodline courtesy of Solo Sikoa. And those who weren't have faced continued attacks from the new Bloodline.
And the winners tonight are very likely to be considered the true Bloodline by the WWE Universe. Let's see who comes out on top tonight. Solo Sikoa's group at a decided disadvantage. His side has less experience inside this structure.
But look at how young and hungry Team Solo is. In particular, Tama Tonga is a real wild card. He's like a hyena locked in a cage with a bunch of raw meat.
I even asked Tama backstage if he was looking forward to this match, and he just said to me, yeah.
Great journalism there, Byron.
Thanks, Michael. Lands a knee.
Timer's almost up. This next entry gives their team the advantage inside the cage.
Vicious right forearm.
This War Games just got Usi, Zayn, joining the original Bloodline side. If there's one man here with the most to prove, it's got to be Tonga Loa.
We've often seen that the man with the most to prove ends up being the difference maker in War Games.
Many folks think Tonga Loa is just a foot soldier for Solo. But let's not forget, this man is the son of Haku. Just like his father, Tonga Loa truly excelled in a brawl. And there is no bigger brawl than War Games.
Before War Games officially starts, what do you guys think is the key to the old school Bloodline coming out on top?
Every one of these men is a proven main eventer, Michael, but that won't be enough if they can't stay on the same page.
Yeah, and given how united Solo's team is, I don't think even the Mount Rushmore of WWE can handle the new Bloodline.
Roman and his crew need to remember what bonded them, what made their team Usi, and work as a real team. Just one last time.
OG Bloodline leader Roman Reigns has so much on the line in this one, guys.
Oh, absolutely, Michael. Solo Sikoa took his spot at the head of the table. He says he's the new tribal chief.
And that is Roman's legacy. Those names, this group, they mean something. But the Bloodline represents all that Roman has built in his career. And he needs to take it back tonight.
Tonga Loa now entering the fray of Bloodline War Games.
Quick response to Jay's offense.
Oh, not today. Caught by surprise with the DDT.
8 men in this war, but one seems to be fighting his own internal battle. That man.
Uso splash! Can Jacob Fatu come back from that?
Manages to reverse it.
Oof! Getting kicked out by surprise. Uh-oh. Look at this! Sami Zayn, Blue Thunder Bomb. Jacob Fatu in a compromised position.
Getting set up in the corner now.
Now a series of vicious stops in return.
I think tonight is going to be a breakout performance for Jacob Fatu. So much raw talent in that young man.
Every Bloodline member, new and old, is a generational athlete. But Jacob seems to be a step ahead of every one of these men at times.
Many already believe Jacob can take the mantle as the leader of the Bloodline. If he's the one to earn the victory tonight, his time as the tribal chief may come sooner than anyone thinks. And you can see that offense was aimed directly at his skull.
Went after the head and neck again.
Maybe trying to rattle the opposition's balance.
Numbers advantage or not, he's leaving nothing to chance as he
Top rope.
and it's Jey Uso.
Will Jey take advantage?
As if the numbers advantage wasn't enough, looking under the ring for a weapon now.
Old Bloodline, new Bloodline. Both sides engaging in a brutal battle.
Every one of these men is fighting with every fiber in their being to be considered the true Bloodline.
Oh, strong impact. That'll be a bit tough for Jey to stand up amongst this team. Some close allies, but some enemies he's yet to forgive.
We've seen the wars that Jey has waged with his cousin Roman, with his brother Jimmy, but he needs to put that aside tonight.
And Jey has the title wins and big victories that earned him the main event moniker. But if he's the one to put away the new Bloodline, he will truly be the main event of War Games.
With all these blows to the head, he has to be disoriented.
I think that's the plan, Cole. Trying to keep him on the back foot.
We've seen that look before. Jey in position.
Kick to the gut. And a big right hand.
Mere seconds away from evening the odds in War Games.
What's going on?
They setting the table on fire. This is too damn far.
Main event Jey. Escape and a takedown. Tonga looking to incoming.
Sami Zayn grew so much as a member of the Bloodline, it really gave him a sense of...
Superstar perched to high. Not from up there.
The teams are now equal, but this weapon could be a big difference maker.
Elbow. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. Through the table.
I wouldn't be getting up if I were him.
Guys, I think he just got busted open.
Uso.
Meanwhile, it's Jimmy.
Is that all she wrote from top to low?
Cut right off the tooth.
Solo Sikoa, leader of the new Bloodline, has called himself the head of the table, called himself the tribal chief.
And when he asked the WWE Universe to acknowledge him, we're hearing more and more of the crowd agree.
The Solo has grown in power with big wins and title reigns, but this is his biggest test yet. If his crew can defeat Rollins, Sikoa will be everything he says he is and more.
And in just a moment, the numbers advantage set to come into play here.
Dragged around into a neck breaker. And the tribal chief is now entering Bloodline War Games.
Oh my God! Torturous knee. If you're on the opposite side of this entry, you are racing for a fight.
Every person in this capacity crowd is on their feet.
And with good reason. These superstars are earning all of their respect.
And it's Jey Uso. And that has to bring Jimmy down a peg.
Yeah, Tama had him well measured.
Kick right to the gut. That attack certainly put Jimmy's toughness to the test.
You can almost feel the intensity coming from Tonga on that attack. picked up. Elbow drop. Great height.
Things will get back to an even playing field with the next entrant.
Here we go. And now the new tribal chief, Solo Sikoa, joining Bloodline War Games.
Delivering nasty stunts.
Got in the spine. Make your legs go numb.
Slam the door shut and brace for impact. That could put Tama down for good.
Flipped upside down there.
Jack's playing something here. Tonga was lost out there. Could mean the end's coming soon. Did Jacob Fatu get enough of it?
Look at Jey Uso going top.
From the top.
A 4-out smash. He's no longer looking at his best.
Yeah, that's the kind of offense that opens people's eyes to Jacob Fatu.
Nice job.
That from way up. Roman Reigns locked and loaded in the corner. Superman punch.
Reigns has identified the target.
Going for it again. And looking at Jacob Fatu.
DDT.
Baker about to end this fight.
From the top.
Diving headbutt.
Jay can seal it here.
And the back. Jey Uso is trying to seal this one up.
Reigns neck.
Roman wins the War Games.
The new bloodline has fallen.
Tendons and ligaments in the leg can be easily damaged by that.
Roman Reigns, Jimmy and Jey Uso, and Sami Zayn, the Bloodline.
Unbelievable. Roman's original bloodline crew found a way to work together and reestablish their dominance.
You may not know who your brother or enemy is by their last name, but when you're in battle, look to your left.
And gentlemen, it is time for Bloodline War Games. Roman Reigns, the Usos, and Sami Zayn versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu.
Both of these sides have a deep and abiding hatred for one another. Solo felt he was held down. His crew never called up during Roman's time as the tribal chief.
But most of the men on Roman's side were unceremoniously removed from the bloodline courtesy of Solo Sikoa. And those who weren't have faced continued attacks from the new bloodline.
And the winners tonight are very likely to be considered the true bloodline by the WWE Universe. Let's see who comes out on top tonight. A lot to prove from the new bloodline tonight. Gentlemen, do you think they can do it?
Absolutely, Cole. Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, Tonga Loa, and Tama Tonga have been competing on a different level as of late.
They have won some major matches and earned titles too, but I worry they might not be as ready for War Games as Roman's crew. There's a lot more big match experience in general on Roman's side.
Now that may be true, but Solo's side has youth and a devil-may-care attitude that can work out tremendously inside War Games. I expect Solo's side to go all out here inside this sadistic structure.
It's about to be an uphill battle for one team once this clock hits 0.
Cranked around into a neck breaker.
OG Bloodline leader Roman Reigns has so much on the line in this.
Up high. Wow.
Climbing into the ring, pretty much entering a war zone.
He's in a bit of agony now.
Talk about devastation.
He could be enjoying the moment too much, giving his opponent a lot of room to recover.
Looking for a belly-to-back suplex.
Back suplex into the neck breaker.
Ooh. And into the turnbuckle he goes.
Solo Sikoa, leader of the new Bloodline, has called himself the head of the table. Called himself Tribal Chief.
And when he asked the WWE Universe to acknowledge him, we're hearing more and more of the crowd agree.
Well, Solo has grown in power with big wins and title reigns, but this is his biggest test yet. If his crew can defeat Rollins, Sikoa will be everything he says he is and more.
Spear! Will Jay end this?
And with his coming entrant, the teams will officially be evened up.
Sammy is all business now. Tonga Loa now entering the fray of Bloodline War Games.
Solo Sikoa's group at a decided disadvantage. His side has less experience inside this structure.
But look at how young and hungry Team Solo is. In particular, Tama Tonga is a real wild card. He's like a hyena locked in a cage with a bunch of raw meat.
I even asked Tama backstage if he was looking forward to this match, and he just said to me,
Great journalism there, Byron.
Thanks, Michael.
Shot connects. Ooh, chopping down the opposition.
Kick right to the ribs. And there's more to come. Brain Buster.
8 men in this war. But one seems to be fighting his own internal battle. That man, Jimmy Uso.
He's currently on Team Roman, but this might be an instance of the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Well, Jimmy had clashes with Roman. He went to war with his brother Jay. But the men who put Jimmy on the shelf for months stand across the ring. Jimmy's out for every member of Solo Squad tonight, and he'll deal with the rest of his fractured family later.
The crowd is counting it down. Next entry will tip the scales in their team's favor. Now looking at Jay.
Here's the buzzer, and Jimmy Uso is looking for revenge against the new Bloodline in War Games.
He's already bringing the numbers advantage, but he wants something more. Gotta be a bit tough for Jay to stand up amongst this team. Some close allies, but some enemies he's yet to forgive.
We've seen the wars that Jay has waged with his cousin Roman, with his brother Jimmy, but he needs to put that aside tonight.
And Jay has the title wins and big victories that earned him the main event moniker. But if he's the one to put away the new Bloodline, he will truly be the main event of War Games.
And now officially in the fray. It pays to be coming in and have more friends than foes in the cage. And down with the suplex.
The hit's starting to take their toll on him a little.
There's the meaner, more aggressive Jey Uso coming out to play. Point of the elbow finds the mark.
I think tonight is going to be a breakout performance for Jey. Oh my goodness, please stop! From the top, elbow drop, good lord! He's looking to go high risk, top rope, but now here's Jey Uso.
Crucial moment for Tonga Loa. Old Bloodline, new Bloodline, both sides engaging in a brutal battle.
Every one of these men is fighting with every fiber in their being to be considered a true Bloodline.
Tonga looking to get wild inside War Games alongside his Bloodline.
Oh my goodness! That hurt me!
If there's one man here with the most to prove, it's got to be Tonga Loa.
Helluva kick in the corner. Zay has this wrapped up.
Oh, this is just disrespectful. An elbow drop for added measure.
Well-timed counter on Tama Tonga.
Right to the kidneys from behind.
scaling this unforgiving War Games cage. From the top.
Sami Zayn grew so much as a member of the Bloodline, it really gave him a sense of self-worth.
Yeah, but part of that self-worth came from defying Roman, from defeating the Usos, which begs the question.
Countdown on the top.
Wait a second. He's going up the rail. The Extreme War Games mentality is taking over.
From the middle rope. From the top.
And the Tribal Chief taking hold of Jey here.
And looking at Jacob Fatu.
Lights out. DDT connects. Did Jacob Fatu get enough of it?
Both wrists captured.
Jacob's playing something here. DDT. Did Jacob Fatu get enough of it?
Looks like they're bringing additional firepower with them into what is now essentially a handicap match.
Look at this. Jacob is holding in.
No surprise that what we're witnessing is trending.
Forget trending on social media. The motion in the arena is charting on the Richter scale.
Perfect drop kick. Uso.
Now Jey.
The War Games, a one-sided brawl is all perfectly legal.
Oh, kick right to the back. Oh, kick right to the gut. Cobra clutch.
Choosing to go after the head here. Interesting.
In trouble here.
A couple of elbows to the jaw, and that'll break things up. He just got sent flying into the opposite ring. And seconds left before the odds are even here.
Bang with the face.
Clothesline. He even put through the ringer tonight.
And now the new Tribal Chief, Solo Sikoa, joining Bloodline War Games.
Lighten up the chest and now.
More attacks landing above the neck.
Things have to be getting a little fuzzy here.
That's our final competitor. The door is shut. This is War Games.
I can't even begin to fathom all of the chaos and destruction that's about to be unleashed.
And Tama Tonga reverses. Oh, shot right to the kidney.
With a series of forearms. Waiting for him to get back on his feet so he can strike.
Stop after stop after stop.
Right on point.
Look at this. Just
A mud hole is being stopped. And the core taking on some damage.
tossed away with the exploder.
And that attack has the street champ looking a little less tough.
Zayn, the master strategist with a master stroke. Boom, running STO plants.
Nicely done.
And targeting the leg there.
Oh, man, he is fired up now.
At this stage, there has to be some concern.
And his body has to be in extreme amounts of pain right now. Power from the Tribal Chief.
And Tonga Loa once again finding the will to stay in this match.
So dangerous as Tonga Loa staying in it.
Tama Tonga setting it up. Here it comes. Tama could end it there.
And Reigns.
Both wrists captured. He's strapped. And it can be all over for Jey. Take it over.
Go for the win here.
That's one way to break up a pin attempt. How are they going to get away with this?
Oh, this is bull. I think the crowd knows what they're about to see.
DDT.
Jacob about to end this fight.
There's two. Stopping the first count at two.
What do you say? This is amazing.
What a match. No way Reigns appreciates that version of acknowledgement.
Yeah, Tama had him well measured.
And that blow has him wavering.
Uso. Can Jacob Fatu
worse for wear after Tonga executing a vicious Tonga twist.
Tama could end it there.
And it's Jay. Oh, look at this. What a headbutt.
What a suplex.
Up on the shoulders.
Shown with each of these counters. Several reversals, neither superstar able to penetrate their opponent's defense. Ooh, boy, what a kick. Ooh.
He's getting back up,
but I don't think he's going to like what he finds.
and he's got to be seeing stars right about now.
Either stars or he's seeing
From the middle rope. Fortune favors the board. These wrists pinned. Does Jimmy have enough time to recover? Save made by the teammate.
Not a moment too soon.
Look at this here, guys. Look at this. Has Jimmy in his grip and looking at Jacob Fatu.
Did Jacob Fatu get enough of it? He's getting fired up now, really feeding off this crowd.
And Solo's team takes it.
All hail the true Bloodline.
Here are your winners, and Jacob Fatu, the new Bloodline.
You want to know which version of the Bloodline is superior? Well, there's your answer. Solo's crew prevailed inside War Games.
These four men are true family. Each of
Here we go. First two combatants locked in the War Game structure. The original Bloodline versus the new Bloodline in the match beyond.
the WWE Universe has wanted to see this war for some time, gentlemen. Roman and his old guard versus Solo and the new crew.
So many questions. Can Roman's teammates put their past animosity aside? Can the rest of Solo's gang handle a match against competitors with more War Games experience?
Well, Byron, I think we'll know the answer to all those questions just a matter of minutes. And now propped up in the corner.
Step up Enziguri.
On the mark.
Solo Sikoa's group at a decided disadvantage. His side has less experience inside this structure.
But look at how young and hungry Team Solo is. In particular, Tama Tonga is a real wild card. He's like a hyena locked in a cage with a bunch of raw meat.
I even asked Tama backstage if he was looking forward to this match, and he just said to me, yeah.
Great journalism there, Byron.
Thanks, Michael.
Counting down the seconds until this match becomes a bit lopsided.
Trapped in the corner, no escape from these punches.
OG Bloodline leader Roman Reigns has so much on the line in this one, guys.
Oh, absolutely, Michael. Solo Sikoa took his spot at the head of the table. He says he's the new tribal chief.
And that is Roman's legacy. Those names, this group, they mean something. But the Bloodline represents all that Roman has built in his career. And he needs to take it back tonight.
A lot to prove from the new Bloodline tonight. Gentlemen, do you think they can do it?
Absolutely, Cole. Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, Tonga Loa, and Tama Tonga have been competing on a different level as of late.
They have won some major matches and earned titles too, but I worry they might not be as ready for War Games as Roman's crew. There's a lot more big match experience in general on Roman's side.
No, that may be true, but Solo's side has youth and a devil-may-care attitude that can work out tremendously inside War Games. I expect Solo's side to go all out here inside this sadistic structure.
8 men in this war, but one seems to be fighting his own internal battle. That man, Jimmy Uso.
He's currently on Team Roman, but this might be an instance.
from the top. Diving headbutt.
He's really feeling all the damage he's taken up till now. The timer is running out, and this next competitor will equalize things inside the cage. And pure cheapness we just saw with that attack.
That was just wrong. You should be a better person than that. Super kick. Nice.
If there's one man here with the most to prove, it's got to be Tonga Loa.
We've often seen that the man with the most to prove ends up being the difference maker in war games.
Many folks think Tonga Loa is just a foot soldier for Solo. But let's not forget, this man is the son of Haku. Just like his father, Tonga Loa truly excels in a brawl. And there is no bigger brawl than war games.
Going up the cage now, must have some sort of strategy and top rope. But now here's Jey Uso.
Jey nailed all of it.
High risk here.
I don't know what more we can see in this match. From the top.
High risk. Jey ready to end things.
Gets caught by the exploder. Gotta be a bit tough for Jey to stand up amongst this team. Some close allies, but some enemies he's yet to forgive.
We've seen the wars that Jey has waged with his cousin Roman, with his brother Jimmy, but he needs to put that aside tonight.
And Jey has the title wins and big victories that earned him the main event moniker. But if he's the one to put away the new Bloodline, he will truly be the main event of War Games. Super kick!
Nice. And main event Jey Uso isn't looking so big after that hit there.
Yeah, and this is the hostility Jacob Fatu wanted to bring. Follow through with the uppercut.
Flapjack! Way out there. So the Apollo leader of the new Bloodline has called himself the head of the table, called himself Tribal Chief.
And when he asked the WWE Universe to acknowledge him, we're hearing more in booms.
Well, meanwhile, here's Sami Zayn.
Crucial moment for Tonga Loa. Taking flight. Old Bloodline, new Bloodline. Both sides engaging in a brutal... spear! Will Jey take advantage?
Drops the hammer.
Right on the lower back.
Sami Zayn grew so much as a member of the Bloodline, it really gave him a sense of self-worth.
Yeah, but part of that self-worth came from defying Roman, from defeating the Usos, which begs the question, and I wish there was a better way to phrase this. Is Sami Zayn still Usi?
I think he is, Corey. Sami seems elated to be fighting alongside Jey and even Jimmy. Those are his dogs.
And guys, this is what War Games is all about. Bloodline working
Top rope! Took a high risk, but was off the mark. Big boy. Sledgehammer to the midsection will knock the wind out of you. We're going to let John Henry swinging the hammer like that. One wicked attack after another.
I think tonight is going to be a breakout performance for Jacob Fatu. So much raw talent in that young man.
Every Bloodline member, new and old, is a generational athlete. But Jacob seems to be a step ahead of every one of these men at times.
Many already believe Jacob can take the mantle as the leader of the Bloodline. If he's the one to earn the victory tonight,
Lift off! A huge impact.
Getting carried to a vulnerable position here.
Ooh. Oh, what a kick. Boom.
great ring awareness saved him.
This will turn your lights out in a hurry. Samoan driver.
Countdown's on and get ready because this will give one team a greater number of combatants.
As rough a landing as there can be, thrown right on top of the metal.
That vicious street Jimmy leaves an opening. And looking at Jacob Fatu.
Boom! DDT. Jimmy with a close for the line.
Listen to this twice.
And team now. This truly has the potential to become one-sided.
He's absorbing a lot of damage here.
These are dangerous attacks on their own, but now the damage is exponentially multiplying.
On the top. Double axe handle. Neckbreaker.
Both wrists captured. Time to roll up, put a stamp on this one.
Time is ticking away. Shortly we'll have a fresh competitor to even the odds.
Punishing power slam. And now the new tribal chief, Solo Sikoa, joining Bloodline War Games.
And Sammy taking it back after that offense. Looking out of the ring for reinforcements.
He might be the smartest. Oh, here it comes.
And looking at Jacob Fatu. And that was some vicious DDT we just saw.
Will Sammy recover?
Watch out.
Look out. Oh, man. He is leaving nothing to chance with these even teams. He's making sure to add any...
Officially begins.
Each of these teams calculating what their fastest way to victory is now. And he is directed into the corner.
And the onslaught to his core is continuing.
If he keeps taking targeted strikes like this, he's going to be doubled over before long. Oh, man, he took a hard landing into the other ring.
Climbing up the wall now, and he's got some crazy ideas.
Jimmy might have just finished things. And that's a well-targeted attack to the body.
Just dashing into that hand.
Oh, man. Oh, God.
Back suplex.
Oh, no. Trapping the arm. Vicious stomp to the hand.
Sending him all the way over to the next ring.
And looking at Jey Uso.
That could put Tama down for good.
It's obvious Zayn is feeling the pain that has been dealt out so far.
It's time to catch that. Lift off.
Reigns is setting up. Here it comes. Spear.
Reigns put his stamp on this one.
And the cover. Does he have it?
It's over.
And Team Roman wins the War Games.
The new Bloodline has fallen.
Roman Reigns, Jey Uso, and Sami Zayn, the Bloodline.
Unbelievable. Roman's original Bloodline crew found a way to work together and reestablish their dominance.
You may not know who your brother or enemy is by their last name, but when you're in battle, look to your left.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't have the words to convey how proud I am to have been part of this historic showcase. Having worked alongside this family, this bloodline, for so many decades, reliving moments that I got to experience firsthand has been a privilege of the highest order. Introducing you to WWE legends that I hold in such high esteem, and also spotlighting the modern day greatness their descendants have provided you in recent years, all to pay tribute to to the greatest wrestling family I have ever known has truly been my privilege. To be successful in this industry is a 1 in a billion chance. To see one bloodline continuously pump out superstar after superstar, champion after champion, generation after generation is a testament not only to the skills they possess, but also to the work they put in to become absolute masters of their craft. And it cannot be stated any other way. This dynasty, this family, this bloodline has mastered every single solitary aspect of professional wrestling. And by reliving their magnificent history, you've begun your path of mastery as well. You've conquered former champions, righted some very egregious historical wrongs, survived war games, and even settled the question as to who the true tribal chief really is. You've unlocked WWE legends who are now ready to unleash their special brand of offense on current WWE superstars who didn't think they'd ever have to face these classic competitors like Haku or the Wild Samoans. It wasn't easy, and you definitely had to get a little oozy along the way. But you showed that bloodline spirit and determination, and now you stand at the top of the mountain. On behalf of WWE and the 2K families, we all thank you so very much for playing. And on behalf of every fan of this beautiful performance art known as professional wrestling, we thank you, the Anawai, Fatu, and Maivia clans, for decades of entertainment and generations of pure brilliance, for creating greatness with your hard work and sharing it with all of us so freely. Before we go, we do have one last surprise for you at home. Now that you've showcased your skills and earned a spot as an honorary Uce, it's time for you to choose who rules your WWE universe as the tribal chief. Is Roman Reigns still your tribal chief, or have you thrown in with the attempted coup by Solo Sikoa? Do you want to see Tamina finally rule over everyone, or is it TK all day, every day, don't you say? Regardless of who you choose, you've earned the right to acknowledge your tribal chief.
The following match is the 2K Showcase Tribal Gauntlet. The winner of this match will be acknowledged as your Tribal Chief. The rules of the match are as follows. 2 superstars will start in the ring. When one superstar is eliminated, a new superstar enters. Eliminations can occur by pinfall, submission, disqualification, or countouts. The match will be won if the first entrant eliminates all other entrants in the match.
The Bloodline Gauntlet match begins here, gentlemen, with our first entrant.
A superstar with a daunting challenge ahead. biggest dynasties in history? Is it even possible?
Well, it's highly improbable, but nothing's impossible in WWE. It requires incredible courage to take on the Bloodline.
And there's no tougher challenge than taking on the entire Bloodline in a Gauntlet match. Can't imagine what's going on inside this superstar's head.
Wow! How's this for an opening opponent in a Gauntlet match?
Makes you want to throw in the towel before the bell even rings.
And from Orlando, Florida, Naomi!
And on the other side of this first hurdle, just one of the Bloodline's most savage and powerful members.
The Bloodline starting things off with a bang, looking to make short work of this challenger.
This is where it begins. The ultimate Gauntlet challenge against the full might of the Bloodline.
Win or loss, this is an historic undertaking. It feels like it all has led up to this. A chance to place yourself at the head of the table. The proving ground is right here, right now.
It will be a gauntlet containing a member from every branch of the Bloodline family tree. The odds are almost insurmountable.
The road is treacherous, but surviving it will bring you immortality.
Counter! Saw it coming.
And we know the lineup we are seeing tonight is exceptionally talented. Each one is capable of taking anybody to their breaking point.
Yeah, but I think our prime challenger has a chip on their shoulder. As dangerous as this lineup looks, I do believe the most dangerous individual is the one who's taken them all on.
Wow. Right to the back of the neck. What a blow.
Good night.
Up into the fireman's carry.
And
Switches into a flapjack.
Look at Reigns, top rope. And we know there was turmoil in the family.
From the top. Whoa, look out. Coming down on their opponent like a sack of bricks. So much damage inflicted.
Roman being the aggressor.
And bit by bit, Reigns chipping away at the competition. Back and forth we go.
Back and forth, neither one giving up any ground.
Two titans trading strikes and refusing to back down.
Exhaustion setting in, and neither one of them is letting up.
What a headbutt.
Here's the pump handle. Suplex.
Launched. Cover. Is it enough?
Breaks the close count.
What a match.
And now propped up in the corner. She counters it.
Jarring European uppercut.
Disaster kick.
Roman with his opponent across his own shoulders.
Switches into a flapjack.
She lost some of her stamina at this stage. Hoisted up high here. Catches the kick. Driven through the ground. This could do it. Kick out. She still has life.
Now is not the time to wallow in disbelief. Pressure must be kept on.
Oh, Miss Wildly. This could pick up the win here. Kicks out after one.
Still has a great amount of fight in them. Not going to let it end like this.
Oh, right to the throat. Oh, right to the gut. Counters. With an uppercut. Springboard off. Naomi. Feel the glow. Submission. Locked in. Will it get counter? Yes. Not letting the submission attempt do any more damage here.
That takes them down. A continuous assault.
Jeez, enough already.
Tossed by the neck. Reigns with a schoolboy, not done yet. Lifted up his opponent. Powerbomb. Is it enough? The cover. 2 count. There it is. The end of the Gauntlet for Naomi.
But you look at our entry pool and it starts to sink in just how much action's left to go. And now it's Umaga entering the Gauntlet.
And let's not lose the reason for this match, the right, no, the honor to have sole possession of the seat that stands at the head of the table.
Well, if you could survive tonight, you will be at the top of the mountain, casting an enormous shadow over every possible challenger.
I'm already intimidated thinking about the Ulafala adorned around this superstar's shoulders.
Momentum is running away from Umaga.
Yeah, somehow Umaga has to turn the tide. Uh-oh, forearm gonna cut off the wind.
Now the guillotine choke is taking out so many superstars.
It's locked in so tight, running out of options. The guillotine locked in. This is all.
That was an incredible counter. He turns it around on Umaga.
Opportunity now for him to capture some momentum.
Reigns isn't allowing that burst of attacks to throw him off his game.
Is it enough? The cover. 2. And he fights it off.
He just won't give up.
Gets lifted into position.
And as cruel as this match might seem, let's not forget, this is family. And right or wrong, however a family settles their disputes needs to be respected.
He thinks he has it. Barely kicks out.
Good Lord, scarily close to 3.
Fireman's carry. Nice takedown. He switches into a flapjack. Unparalleled intensity from Roman Reigns.
And Roman might just have more in store. with a punch. Roman with his opponent across his own shoulders.
Turning a flapjack. Roman has taken a moment to soak it all in. They got their opponent in the fireman's carry and switches into a flapjack.
Reigns has it locked and loaded, ready to fire.
The head of the table cinches it in, putting as a very, very difficult submission to escape, but he did it.
Reigns turns that around.
And he isn't looking helpless anymore.
Yeah, Roman was able to momentarily stop the bleeding, but can he take control of this match?
And a stop to the gut, too.
I don't know if Umaga can withstand much more of this.
Umaga has to find a way to turn things around.
No, nothing fancy here.
Tasting victory.
Backed up. Will this be enough?
That's it for Umaga. He's been eliminated.
Still a long road ahead with many roadblocks yet to enter the ring. And now it's Sika entering the Gauntlet.
Big boot!
Jeez. Reigns is wasting no motion.
Reigns is picking up steam.
Reigns has his opponent in a fireman's carry and switches into a flapjack.
Shoulder tackle after shoulder tackle.
Here's the pump handle. Suplex.
Launched. Got him in the corner now. Reigns with a vicious stomp and a series of strikes. Roman has his opponent lining up the shot. Drive-by. Does he have him here?
Kicks out.
Almost inhuman at this point.
He's climbing to the top.
Blast off.
That is just pure instinct at this point.
Ooh, stiff. Reigns, it's just a matter of time now. The guillotine is locked in tight.
And with the submission locked in, are we about to see a tap out?
He's trying to hold on, but his efforts are looking futile. Gotta find a way out of the guillotine. They're not gonna last long. Why would a bridging out?
Incredible.
And he turned it around.
Roman managing to get some control back now.
Yeah, Roman was able to momentarily stop the bleeding, but can he take control of this match?
We got a cover.
Sika's time is coming up in the Gauntlet.
Hard to believe we've only scratched the surface of our entry pool.
This gauntlet just got more interesting with the arrival of Solo Sikoa.
With their head. And Corey, there's more than family pride on the line tonight. Everyone in WWE is watching, wanting to know this challenge can be conquered.
And think about the bragging rights. If you run through the gauntlet of one of the most prestigious families in all of wrestling, you will automatically be considered the toughest badass walking this earth.
Corner and a couple back elbows to follow.
Reigns really having his way right here.
Roman seems tapped into his endless reserve of strength.
Oh. What a spin kick.
What a reversal.
Here's the pump handle. Suplex.
Launched.
Oh, man.
Devastating kick.
Ooh. Spectacular counter into a dragon screw.
Oh, look at that torture their opponent.
Oh, this isn't going to be good.
casket for their troubles.
Here's the pump handle. Suplex.
Launched. And Sikoa gets taken a step back in the wrong direction there.
Yeah, Reigns brought the fight in a major way on that exchange. Oh, man! Ouch!
Solid punch.
He's got something in store. Spiked with a Uranagi. Forearm's gonna cut off the wind. The guillotine cinched in. This one could be over. This is a sight that's hard to believe, even though we're seeing it, Cole.
He has nowhere to go.
Has been eliminated.
That's it. Solo Sikoa eliminated from this gauntlet match.
That's a pity, but there are still 5 more entrants to come in this match. This ain't over by any stretch of the imagination.
And the momentum's clearly against Tamina now.
But Tamina's just one move from turning this around. Superman punch from Reigns.
Uh-oh, something big is coming.
From a deadlift position. Sit out powerbomb.
2, almost 2.5.
Able to squeeze that shoulder out. So close.
Crushing impact corner.
And a couple back elbows to follow.
He's headed up high. Watch out.
Splash. Massive.
Massive damage to the whole body.
She gets the shoulder up.
Getting that shoulder up now is huge.
Carried around now. Big powerbomb. Roman Reigns is just taking command.
Reigns is making an opportunity for himself.
What a right. Caught the leg.
Back and forth, counter after counter. Big time clothesline.
Good grief.
Still has some fight left.
Reigns has his opponent in a fireman's carry and switches into a flapjack.
Things are looking a little rocky for her. Nice takedown. Stack them up.
Will it be? I think so.
From the gauntlet, here's Tamina.
Plenty of gauntlet match left to fight with 4 more on the way. And now we've got Tama Tonga stepping up in this gauntlet match. Wow, Reigns nailed it. Strong kick. My goodness.
And a stop to the gut.
Up into the fireman's carry.
And then driven down with a flapjack.
Tama Tonga seems unable to turn the momentum here.
Tama Tonga's got to find a way to defend himself.
Tama taking on some damage.
And that's the kind of offense that's going to earn Reigns a spot in the Hall of Fame. Target acquired. This only ends one way.
effortlessly soaring to the outside.
Roman Reigns so dominant. Oh, guillotine choke. And forcing a tap out here will get you nothing. And the tap out isn't going to do anything. This is just torturous now. Reigns heads up. This is going to be good.
Look out! Good Lord! Taking flight. That's going to be on highlight reels for a long time.
Incredible courage to even attempt that.
And he slides him back to the mat.
And yet soaring. The splash connects. Cover.
2. With an elimination.
Been eliminated.
It's out of here.
3 superstars left in this gauntlet match. It could be anyone's game. Is that? It is. Fought 2 entering the gauntlet.
And at this point in the gauntlet, are you gentlemen stunned by how long this combatant has been able to survive?
Look, you should never underestimate the fire of a Samoan. In any other circumstance, I wouldn't be surprised. But if you look at the caliber of relatives already eliminated, you can't help but be impressed.
We knew we were in for something special between these competitors, but they are taking things over their own limits. Sent into the corner. And that canceled out Reigns' offense.
Trading counters here. Oh, my goodness.
Momentum has pivoted towards Roman.
Roman seems tapped into his endless reserve of strength. Oh, goodness! Wasn't expecting a kick to the face.
Uh-oh.
No, don't you dare. Don't you dare. This maniac's out of control.
That was savage. What a disgusting act. Boom! Things have gotten much worse for Roman Reigns. He could be out of this match.
Yeah, he's on his back foot now. I don't see things turning around in his favor.
This could be it. The pin. Shoulder up, and the referee ends the count.
Channeling his energy to stay in this matchup.
Reigns had that scouted.
Wicked kick to the face. Reigns has his opponent. Uh-oh.
Oh, saw it coming and got an elbow for their trouble.
Oh, look at the scoop slam. Expertly executed hold right on the neck.
This is devastating. You have to be feeling this in every nerve.
It was a very, very difficult submission to escape, but he did it.
Fireman's carry. Nice takedown. And then
driven down with a flapjack.
And he retaliates.
Overhand connects.
Uh-oh. Backbreaker. Set him up. Russian leg sweep. He's going for the pin. This could be it. Kicks out. He still has life.
How in the world did he kick out? Ooh, sharp kick.
Up on their shoulders. Down in a hurry. And Fatu into the pin for the win. He gets the kick out after the one.
I don't know what more this superstar can do to put him away.
Nice gut-wrench suplex. Here we go.
Oh, gosh. Bad landing.
And a late-game press from Reigns finds its mark.
Look out.
Big collision on the splash.
And the damage on Fatu is now accumulating.
The head of the table will keep fighting until he has nothing left.
That's it. It's over. Fatu's taken out of this gauntlet match.
And now with just 2 more entrants to go in this gauntlet, anything can happen.
Is that? It is. The Rock entering the gauntlet.
As we get deeper into this war for the head of the table, the WWE Universe has gained hope. They're starting to believe a miracle is possible tonight.
The energy in the arena has shifted.
Uh-oh, forearm gonna cut off the wind.
Now the guillotine choke is taking out somebody's super...
Gotta find a way out of the guillotine. They're not gonna last long while we're bridging out. Incredible.
A reversal. Well scouted.
Here's the pump handle. Suplex.
Launched. And The Rock talks about just bringing it. Judging by that attack, Rock knows the fight has come to him.
Roman not backing. Vaulting plunger. Incredible. Throwing all caution to the wind and leaping to the outside. The Rock finally finding an answer to that onslaught.
This could be his chance to rally.
To the back.
Double axe handle. No.
And he gets set back into the ring.
We can see a count out here.
From the middle rope. Oh, what a splash. Roman's struggling here, guys.
Roman's being picked apart.
Headbutt to the groin.
That was low.
Broken up with a savage headbutt. Dominating shoulder tackle.
Knew what Roman had coming.
Up fast. Buster. Down hard. He's got him down to the pin.
Kick out before the count.
That's smart. Taking the one to catch your breath.
Wrenching the arm.
DDT. The Rock with the most electrifying move in all of entertainment.
Can Reigns recover from that?
Taking advantage of the opportunity.
You gotta be kidding me. What just happened? I don't know, but I think it just blew the roof off this arena.
The Rock has cut some corners in the past, and he might be desperate enough to do it again after that kick out, guys. What a reversal by Reigns. Lifted and completely helpless here. Lands face first. Kick to the stomach.
Stopped them in their tracks with a kick to the gut.
Big boot.
Big time clothesline.
Good grief.
with the knee. He's able to reverse it. That hit connects from Roman Reigns.
Oh, that is going to leave a mark.
Wear and tear of this match is clearly starting to get to him.
Oh, a nasty stop to finish it off.
Reigns looking to put an end to this family debate once and for all. The head of the table cinches it in.
Oh, guillotine choke.
It was a very, very difficult submission to escape, but he did it. Punch connects.
Oh, God. And Reigns still isn't finished handing out punishment in this match.
The Rock has to find a way to navigate through all this.
Just mounted with punches and a stop to the gut, too.
Reigns just imposing his will right now.
Blast off! Oh, brutal miscalculation. Oh, nothing fancy with that boot.
Oh, man, just punishing.
He's got the great one measured up. Rock is staggering. Oh, jeez. Nasty kick to the face. Look out.
Coming down with incredible force.
Is it enough? The cover. Puts him down and it's over. This opportunity just ripped out of his hands.
Here they are, our final entrant in this match. Here we go with Rikishi next into the Gauntlet.
What impact! One final adversary stands in the way. The road has been tumultuous, but the finish line is in sight.
Finish the job on your fellow brethren, and there will be no question as to who sits at the head of the table.
Chancery. Oh, look at this. Just cranking the head. That's gotta hurt. Cranking the head. Just pounding away right to the face.
My God.
He manages to slip out of the way.
Rikishi finds his target with that one.
Oh, no. Eyes on the target.
Oh! Caught the clothesline attempt. Driven down STO.
Here's the pump handle. Suplex.
Launched.
Talking about Rock in the jaw.
The Tribal Chief has acquired the target. This ends now.
Reigns got all of it.
Heading to the top now.
Take off.
What a splash. Piles up, shoulders down. 2. It's over. Roman Reigns gets the win.
Your Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns!
The battlefield was laid out. The gauntlet was fierce. Pain will live tomorrow. Scars will remain for life. But in this family, you will rule your own kin from a seat at the head of the table. But now we know that Solo Sikoa, Tonga Loa, Tama Tonga, and Jacob Fatu are the one true Bloodline.